even lifelong New Yorkers will be surprised to hear about the hidden gems in this book right here. The Secret New York City, a guide to the weird, wonderful, and obscure is available right now. It's described as a scavenger hunt of New York City. And the author, Rossilynne Culgan, is joining us right now to talk about what's inside these pages. It's a fascinating thing. Tell us a little bit, Rossilynne, about some of the places that we can read about in the book.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are nearly 100 places featured in the book. So this will, you'll have to invest some time if you want to check them all off on your scavenger hunt. But when I was working on the list, I really wanted it to be a mix of things that were really obscure, but then also secrets that are hiding in plain sight. So for an example of the obscure, there is actually an abandoned Civil War fort in Queens, which is very cool. And then in terms of something that's a little bit more popular, but you might not have seen, there's a witch in Central Park, and she lives in a very popular part of the park, but she's easy to miss if you don't know where to look.
I mean, I've been in Central Park a few times. That's not a really nice way to describe me, but where is this witch?
Okay, so if you're in the mall, if you're heading down to the fountain on Bethesda Terrace, there are these little icons all around, and there is in fact a witch there. But it's cool because it harkens back to the builders of Central Park. Many of them were Irish, and Halloween was a really big Irish cultural tradition at that time, so it pays homage to those folks.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. Why did you decide to do this book?
So I love a good surprise, and I feel like writing this book helped me to find little surprises that exist all around New York City. A lot of them are places that I've walked past lots of times and just never seen. So I wanted to bring that kind of energy of feeling these moments of joy, these moments of surprise, these secrets to fellow New Yorkers. It's not a secret that I myself am a transplant to New York, which I think helped me see the city through fresh eyes. And even talking to lifelong New Yorkers, being able to surprise them with some of these moments is very cool. I also chose a lot of things that were free, which I know you appreciate. We've talked about before.
No, of course.
If something's free, it's great. So I included a lot of free moments in here.
So the thing is, like, when I think about secret New York and hidden gems, I think about the speakeasies.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like the apartment in Grand Central. That's a bar.
That is a good one.
Campbell Apartment, I think is what it's called.
It is, yes.
How did you do the research?
Yes, okay, so there are a couple at Grand Central. I didn't include that one, but there are a couple. So how I did the research. So I work in my day job as an editor at Time Out New York, so that helped provide the foundation for my research. And then every time I was interviewing someone, I tried to make a point of asking them if they knew of any secrets that they'd be willing to share. Sometimes they did, which was great. I also joke that I read to the end of the internet looking for all kinds of Reddit forums, any rabbit hole about secrets of New York that I could dive into. I did a ton of historic research too. So I'm a history nerd, and I loved reading old newspaper archives to try to come up with some unique ideas. So it's a combination of things.
Chris Matthews, the former anchor at MSNBC, used to have a question that he would always ask his guests: "Tell me something that I don't know."
I love that.
And I feel as if that's what you ended up doing throughout New York, and you got some answers.
Yes.
Was there anything that you learned that surprised you?
Definitely. I would say the most surprising is that there is a secret in Times Square, which is hard to believe considering it's one of the busiest places in the universe. But there's this secret artwork. It's not too far from the Red Steps, so we're talking right in the center of Times Square. And it's this audio artwork beneath a subway grate. So if you don't know that you're looking for it, it's hard to find. It's purposely unmarked. And the sound is meant to blend in with sort of the cacophony that is Times Square. But once you hear it, when someone introduces you to it, you won't be able to unhear it. Every time you're walking by that area, you're going to be able to hear it and feel like you're a part of the city. You're kind of in connection with this artist. Very cool spot.
Your favorite new place?
I would say one place that I haven't explored a lot prior to this is Staten Island. I have to admit that I hadn't been there much. So exploring Staten Island, researching there for a little while was definitely a favorite for me. In particular, I'll shout out the Snug Harbor Cultural Center. They have what's called the Chinese Scholars Garden. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I definitely want to go back and visit again.
Yeah, and Shirley did a piece on that same center.
Nice.
A little bit,
beautiful.
I believe it was in May. It was beautiful.
Yes.
Rossilynne, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You can learn more at secretnewyorkcitybook.com.
Yeah, we have it. If you would like to order Secret New York City or join Rossilynne at one of her upcoming events, check out the website. You see it right there on the screen.